The loudest sound in the world is the silence after a battle. For the first time in weeks, the expedition can breathe. Babcock is dead. The King of Colorado has fallen, and with him, his entire army of drones has either crumbled to dust or fled into the deep earth, their connection severed. Peter Jaxon looks out at the sunrise. For the first time in his life, the sun feels like a promise, not just a timer. But as the adrenaline fades, the reality sets in. They are hundreds of miles from home. Their vehicles are wrecked. They are wounded, exhausted, and running on fumes. And they have a new burden: the truth. They carry the secret of how to win the war. They have to get this information back to the colony, back to the rest of humanity. Welcome to Episode 9, The Long Road Home. This isn't an action episode. This is an episode about the cost of survival. It's about the quiet moments between Peter and Amy. It's about the realization that killing one monster might have just made the other 11 very, very angry. The expedition is over. The crusade is about to begin. As they drive south in a battered Humvee, Michael Fisher analyzes the data from the facility. He confirms the Lacey protocol. When Peter stabbed Babcock, a psychic shockwave rippled through the network. Babcock's his millions of infected went dark instantly. But here is the terrifying part. The other 11 hubs, the other original monsters, felt it too. They felt their brother die somewhere in Iowa. Zero, the father of them all, screamed. Somewhere in Texas, the 12 are waking up from their dormancy. The team realizes they haven't just ended a threat. They have kicked a hornet's nest. The virals aren't just mindless beasts anymore. They are now an army at war. They know that humans have a weapon. They know that they can die. This changes the strategy. The virals will become more aggressive. They will hunt organized groups. They will target the leaders. The drive back to the colony isn't a victory lap. It's a race against time before the other hubs retaliate. The emotional core of this episode and this entire series is the bond between Peter Jaxon and Amy. By the fire, they talk. Or rather, Peter talks, and Amy listens with that intense, telepathic weight. Peter treats her like a child, checking her for injuries, offering her food. But Amy isn't a child anymore. She has seen the face of the enemy. She has walked through the lab where she was made. She communicates to Peter that things are different now. I am not safe, she tells him. I am a beacon. As long as she is with them, the 12 will find them. She suggests that she should leave. Go into the wilderness alone. Draw the fire away from the humans. Peter refuses. We leave no one behind, he says, especially not family. It's a heartbreaking moment. Peter is holding onto her humanity, while Amy is slowly accepting her divinity. She is the savior. He is the soldier. They need each other. But their paths are beginning to diverge. Days later, they see the walls, the colony, home. They roll in, not as ragtag survivors, but as legends. They bring proof. They bring the hard drives from Project NOAH. They bring the story of the Dragon Slayer. The mood in the colony shifts overnight. For 100 years, the people lived in fear. They lived to survive. Now, they have a reason to fight. We see a montage of the change. Blacksmiths forging new weapons, blades laced with the chemical compound, maps being drawn up, recruitment posters for the expeditionary force. The human race is mobilizing. Michael Fisher becomes the head of the new science division. Alicia Donadio begins training a new generation of walkers, fighters, and Peter stands on the wall, looking out at the dark. He knows that this is just the calm before the storm. He knows that Book 2 is coming. We have reached the end of the first chapter of the passage. The expedition was a success. The first king is dead, but the story is far from over. In fact, we are about to take a massive leap. The war against the 12 won't be won in a day. It will take years. It will take a lifetime. In the next episode, everything changes. We are moving into the era of the 12. We are going to jump forward in time. We are going to meet new heroes, new villains, and see how the world adapts to a state of total war. Episode 10. The second book begins. The road trip arc is done. The war arc begins now. Make sure you are subscribed. You do not want to miss the expansion of this universe. And tell me in the comments, who was your MVP of the first book? Was it Peter, Alicia, or Amy? I'll see you in the future, in episode 10.